Shalom, Yeshalom. When the staff is always by giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem Shai, double honors to the apostles GMS, and honesty brothers are doing the work in truth, war, sincerity. Now, this one's going to be titled On Adultery, What If She's a Heathen? Now, Spirit had me basically like go into this topic because, you have people under the banner of Israel, who use the excuse, oh, but she's a heathen or her partner's a heathen and therefore it's okay. But that's not okay. Adultery is adultery. She's got a woman. I mean, if she's got, well, this is Esau's kingdom, so but if she's got a man, you can't deal with the bitch, man. Regardless of who she is, who he is. That's adultery, period. I'm going to basically go into this. This is Genesis 39:7. It says, "And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph." So this is Potiphar's wife, right? "And she said, Lie with me. But he refused and said unto his master's wife, Behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in the house, and he hath committed all that he hath into my hand. There is none greater in this house than I, neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife." Right? "How then can I do this great wickedness?" And here's the point, "and sin against the Most High?" Right? Because, like I said, regardless of what she is, you can't touch her. When you read, yeah, you can't touch her, man. Regardless. It says, so Leviticus 20:10 says, "And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death." And that's plain, man. It says Proverbs 6:32 says, "But whosoever committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul." Right? It's one of those ones where, because of the kingdom we're in, man, all of the women have been touched more or less. Unless you're a young man coming into this thing, then maybe you still have hope. If you're a young man coming into truth before the uni years, you still have some virgins out there. But for the older brothers in this thing, man, most of the women your age have been, have all been touched, and technically speaking, that's adultery. What it is, what it is. The best we can do is basically ask, are you single? If she says she's single, yeah, you can do your thing. But if she's in a relationship, don't touch it. She says, "I got a man," don't touch it. Because you can already tell what kind of demons she's gonna be having if she's willing to do that to next man. She'll easily do it to you, man. That's if you're trying to wife it. But even still, if you just want to smash it, that ain't right, man. That's off. Like I said, regardless of where she's from or where her partner's from, right? And this is pertinent because earlier on today, actually, like basically after I decided to do this, I basically came across this article right from today. It says hackers of cheaters site Ashley Madison threaten to expose user profiles. Right, and look at this thing here, man. Ashley Madison, and what would you notice as their splash screen? You know, this is a woman. For all of you people who think you're loving woman, this, that, and the other. And look, there are over 37.5 million users. It says extramarital dating site Ashley Madison has been hacked with millions of users' information potentially at risk. Ashley Madison, whose tagline is "Life is short, have an affair," is a dating website for married people. I'm not really going to go into this, but that basically shows you, man, that the kind of society we live in, where this thing is promoted, it's promoted in the music, it's pushed heavy, man. But the basic premise of this topic is, man, you ain't supposed to be committing adultery. If she told you she's single, then cool, yeah, you can, you can deal with that. Obviously, if you know she's got a man, but she told you she's single, then obviously don't deal with that. But this is the society that we basically have come to live in, man. Because like I said, Esau's promoted this shit as a way to destroy the family, i.e., and by destroying the family, destroying the stronghold of a nation. Right, that's why you see you don't really hear adultery in these Edomites music. But you hear adultery in a lot of Jake's music, even from back in the day. When you actually stop and pre it, me and Mrs. Jones, i.e. a married woman. But that's from back in the day. Now we've got to a point now where, Jake be saying shit like, well, it's her choice. If she wants to cheat, it's on her. Yet, if their woman did it to them, they'd be crying like a bitch. And they admit they'll be crying like a bitch. That's how bad it is. Some of these guys admit, yeah, if my woman did that to me, I'd be pissed off. But it's, because people are just completely bugged out. Right, this is just a quick article I came across. There's numerous reasons why more women cheat. Right, it says one reason the gender gap may be closing, basically the gender gap between the amount of women cheating and men cheating, right? It says numerous reasons why more women, so one reason why the gender gap may be closing is because more women being out in the workplace, right? And it basically goes on to say, there's too much time working closely together in private spaces, taking a break and talking about personal matters, right? So basically, what that's saying, man, you know, you can't trust these work hoes, man, especially these office bitches, man. I see it personally, at work. I see it personally at work, the way I see like the females interacting with the other male members of staff, calling, oh yeah, she's my work wife, despite the fact she just moved in with her boyfriend and shit. You know, they'll be at work and I see her text him more than, Ciroc 9 and 9, sit not at all with another man's wife. Because in that way, might as well get it up since we're here. Right? It says, sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desires thou fall into destruction. Right? And why are you going to fall into destruction? Because adultery is adultery. Willingly having sex with another man's woman, regardless of who she is, who he is off. That's against the scripture. That's against the law. We read the law in that, and that's punishable by death. There are certain things, for instance, grow your beard. That's an easy law to keep, right? Don't work on the Sabbath. That's a slightly harder law to keep because Esau's fucked up the days. You gotta work, you gotta survive. But don't have sex with another man's woman, that's easy. That's easy. There's no excuses. To willingly have sex with another man's woman, there's no excuses for that shit. Right, and with that, I'm going to say shalom.